Baby, the reunion did not disappoint. So we start out with Carlos basically going to each room, seeing how they're doing. Maurice is on his like Melody says, his MLK speech. I come in peace, blah blah blah. Kimmy looks damn good for someone fighting with cancer, and I love that they didn't start with her cancer story because that would have put like a damper on the show. It's like get all the drama out, end with Kimmy's cancer story so that it brings everybody back. I love that they didn't start with that. So he goes to Melody's room and he's like, so we're all about peace. Melody's like, boy, if they come low, I'm going to hell. Like, I am prepared. I'm not holding back. And Tisha and Marceau, I don't know what they said, but we start the show. Everybody gets on stage. I think they all look good. Tisha, I don't know. Tisha looked good. Let me just be quiet. They all look good. So it was the original comeback group, and they get on the show and they're like, oh wow, their hustle is really paying off, all this stuff. So it was positive. Next thing, Mel had a shit face, and Carlos is like, what is going on? Apparently Maurice said her and Kimmy were not real friends, that they don't really check on each other and all this stuff, which Kimmy kind of admitted to that. So I was like, why is Melody mad about this? Like, this doesn't make sense. They're obviously not real friends, but I think maybe in the past few months with the whole cancer diagnosis, she's been there for Kimmy more and she just felt slighted about it. So they talk about it, kind of move on from it. Then they talk about scolds and how they bought Martel out pennies on the dollar. Tisha was like really slinging her dick on the table, like boy, like clowning him, talking about it's now a multi-million-dollar company, blase blase blah. Then they go around and they start talking about like, they talked about Maurice's company and how they had after hours. Apparently, Kimmy said nobody should talk about Maurice's late nights. Why she would say they shouldn't talk about that is peculiar for someone that claims that her husband is like on the up and up. Of course, these men are like shady and doing crazy stuff. Then she gives a stupid excuse talking about they just want to hang out and listen to music. That's why they want it black. That's why this. That's why that. Even Carlos is like, bitch, what? Girl, no man is hanging around listening to soul music to the wee hours of the morning. There are girls in there, but she claims that this was before her. Yes, girl, keep lying. Even Martel was laughing because he has the secrets, but he ain't saying shit. And I was just like, OMG, this is so messy. And I was like, Kimmy, you're supposed to be the smart one. So we get into Tisha and Marceau's relationship, which is a shit show. So they're going around asking about who thinks he cheated, all the rumors. And Tisha has a point. Like, I'm not going to break up my family based on a rumor. Like, that would be extremely stupid to do that. But for her to act like he's never cheated is laughable because even he couldn't defend it. He was on mute. He said nothing during the whole, like, dialogue. Martel was, like, smiling and laughing. They asked him, he's like, did you lie about 20 women? He's like, well, I don't know if there were 20 women, but like you could tell that there was definitely at least one woman. But then they asked him that has he cheated with anyone other than he's like cheated on anyone on except like being with any other woman except Tisha. And as he's thinking, Tisha is scared of the answer he's gonna give, so she answers. She's like, I'm the one, da 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 da. And Martel lets her have it because he's like, girl, I'm not even trying to get in a fight with y'all. I'm in a good space. You could tell Martel is really in a good space. I really hope Melody gets to a good space because she seemed a bit bitter during this episode, unfortunately. And I know she's been through a lot, but she needs to heal and not try to act like everything is fine all the time because obviously I think Martel is doing the work and you could see that he was just stress-free. So then they bring in the cousin. And she immediately, Tisha is like bothered. She goes, brings her puppets. It was so stupid, but she's claiming Melody is puppeteering Kiki. And Kiki is like, basically, Kiki was a double agent because she's telling this one what this one said, telling that one what that one said. And she seemed honest. She fessed up to the fact that Melody did call her asking about what kind of car was crashed and how Marceau could afford the car and just different things. So she was messy, but she was honest as well. Then they tell her about the cheat. They talked to her about the cheating and she's like, well, there's no evidence, but obviously her cousin has talked to her about it. By this point, Tisha is like seeing that Kiki is not about to lie for anyone. So Tisha, who has been saying, I never saw any evidence, I never did this, I never did that, she gives a banger talking about she saw a picture of a woman on Marceau's phone. And I was like, wait, what? But I guess she's gonna spin it. And I just felt like this whole episode was mostly about them, and that it was silly because you could tell Marceau cheated on her or has cheated on her. I don't know if it was before the show, during the show, but there has been real cheating because he couldn't defend her. He was so quiet. I mean, they are talking about your marriage, sir. Like, say it with your full chest, never have I cheated on her. Because at one point, Tisha was like, if I find out, we'll address it and it's a non-negotiable. He was quiet at that point. He didn't say, yes, it's a non-negotiable. That's something I'll never do on my wife. He never said that. And I was like, this is a hot mess. Like, Tisha, stop while you're ahead because this ain't gonna end well. But, oh my God, I was just like, this whole episode was some tomfoolery. Wanda was there. I don't know why she was there. That lady irritates my soul. Like, she's too gutter for me. Like, you can't save her. You cannot save her. Oh, I missed in the beginning, Sheree was on the phone with Martel, and Carlos spoke to Sheree during the entry, like when he was visiting the couples and the singles as well. So that was a cool part to see. But yeah, this episode gave everything it was supposed to give. Definitely an A++. I loved it. I cannot wait for part 2. Y'all leave a comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think. Bye and Happy New Year, everyone.